with the spiritual warfare, it's like you're being tested, because it's not even that you're being tested by God. You're being built up by God and tested by the enemy. That's basically what it is. Because what you got to understand is, Ken O'Neill, what's going on? What Satan does is Satan is trying to prove to God that we're fickle, that we're not really loyal to God, that we really don't love God. This is what his whole point is, because that's how he feels. He feels like we're just like him. You understand what I'm saying? And that is what he's trying to prove, although that's the farthest thing from the truth. And what God is trying to show him is that no, they're not. They're not like you. So that's the battle that's going on. So I've even heard spiritually of like, see, like, so the thing is this: Satan will try to tempt you, right? And if you fall into that temptation, if he can get you to do his bidding, then he goes and uses that against you to take you before, like, God, like, to try to get you disgraced, because he's so desperately trying to get you out of that position that God is putting you in. So he's going to say, even though God, this is the thing that I laugh about with God all the time, because I'll be like, you know, it's like the stupidest thing in the world to me. It really is, because the thing is God sees all things, right? So that means God saw you sin the temptations. God saw you try to break their spirit. God saw you try to plant all them negative seeds. He saw all of that. And then you're going to say, see, they fell into the trap. See, it's like, it's ridiculous. That's why I just laugh, because I'll be like, it's ridiculous to me. It really is. But his point is to try to prove that we're fickle, we're not, we're damaged, we're, all of these things, even though he's the one pouring all of these negative projections and temptations and all of these things. So that's why it's always good to pray against the temptation. Pray for the strength to not fall into the temptations. That's why I'm telling you guys, the thing with healing is the more you heal, and once you're healed, it's harder for him to tempt you, because you see clearly. You're not in a place where you can easily be fooled. You're not in a place where you can easily be manipulated. And although things are happening in your life where you may need things, you're still going to be strong enough, because you have God's strength to resist those things, even when there's maybe even something that you need. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, yes, you may need things, right? We all need things, right? And especially when you're going through spiritual warfare, they're attacking everything. They're attacking your finances. They're attacking your family. They're attacking your relationships. They're attacking everything, because what they want to do is isolate you away from all of those things that you need, to put you in a place of desperation. Now, once you're in a place of desperation, you can easily fall into those temptations very easy, because you're like, I need this, I need that, right? What God is trying to get you to build up to know that you don't need anything but him, okay? No matter what's going on in your life, all you need is him. And then once you get to that point, although the enemy may keep trying to send these attacks towards you, welcome to everybody that's coming in. They try to send all of these attacks to you simply just to show, see, they did this, see, like that. I'm telling you, that is really his whole point, is to show, like, oh, see, they're like me too. That's pretty much the whole thing. They like these things too. They like sin. This is his whole point. I've heard it spiritually, okay? So the best thing to do is just build your relationship up with God and get closer to God, because he's going to give you the strength to endure the attacks. He's going to give you the instruction on how to break some of the residue and all of those things, because the attacks are never going to fully go through, because you are protected by God. But sometimes there is residue from it, like you may have headaches, you may have a stomach ache, you may wake up in a bad mood and things like that. Most of the time that's what it is like you'll have a headache, you'll probably feel somewhat lethargic, sick, drained, things of that nature, and you can just pray against those things, and he will instruct you on how to come out of those things, as well as fasting.